Hey guys, Jeffries here, and welcome back to Cities in Motion 2. And I want to start this episode with an apology, because as you would have seen by now, it's gone up a little bit late. The reasons behind that are, I actually had some email correspondence with Josh, who follows me on Twitch. He asked me when the next episode was going to be recorded, and I said today. But not long after I sent that message to him, I thought that I'd actually already recorded an episode last week, and it was sitting on my hard drive ready to be uploaded. And it was only, I think it was about 15 minutes before I started recording this, so about 3:30, which is normally the time I start uploading, so it definitely is on before 5. I went on to see where it was, and it was missing. So I looked around a little bit, made sure it wasn't in any other folders, and it turns out that I didn't record the episode that I thought I did. And episode 114 was actually the latest episode that I'd recorded. So I've had to quickly set everything up and start recording an episode. Now, there's not going to be any building in this episode, and I do apologise for that, but I will make up for it on Wednesday and Friday's episodes. But what I am going to tell you now is what's going to happen in those episodes, and that is this tram line here, the was it City West, blah blah blah, that's going to be edited slightly. It's going to terminate at a new spot, maybe just here at the end of this avenue, and it's going to become just running along this avenue here. The reason being is this area here, when there's dense traffic, you end up with a massive queue of vehicles all the way back, and despite the fact that vehicles are running full, and I'm sure these are both profitable lines, let's have a quick check of that. It's not actually making that much money. What about this one? That one's making more. That one's making 11,000, the other one's only making 5,000. But even so, I think I will follow the advice of what Josh said to me in the emails we were sending and turn it into a bus line of some sort. You see, we've already got a very successful trolley line running down this road, so a bus line running down this road, or at least another form of tram. I could just try and build a depot there and have a full-on tram loop. Maybe. We'll see about that. But this is too long a route for one tram to do. And a lot of them are coming back broken down, and it's not very good for customer satisfaction. So that's going to be edited heavily. That's what's going to happen in Wednesday's episode, and that's what's going to happen in Friday's episode. Other little things, little tweaks here and there. We've still got queues of vehicles over here, but it doesn't actually affect the main running line too much anymore, so that's good. However, over here, this part of the city, we have a big queue for buses, and this bus line is really starting to get on my nerves. So I'm going to edit that very, very quickly. So I'm going to shut that down. And we're going to do like we did with the trolley. We're going to have its last stop be here. And then it goes back to depot, which is all the way down this way, isn't it? Yeah. There. Like so. And now those trolleys should be able to run through, fill up quite nicely. Okay guys, so I've actually done something in this episode. I said I wouldn't, but I have. Other little things that I want to look at. I still need to do these other two metro lines on the south loop. I still need to build depots for them if I'm not already going to plan to use the existing depots that we've already got. And I need to edit the timetables as well, so that it becomes a nice fluid movement. Because there's a bit of train queuing goes on down this little bit of track sometimes. I kind of want to avoid that at all costs, if at all possible. So, despite the fact at the moment it seems to be running quite smoothly, it is 4 AM. So when it gets to rush hour, there's more trains out on track, and daytime in general, there's more trains out on track. It does get very, very busy. Hublink has been very, very successful. Very successful. All the trains run full, to the point where sometimes there are passengers left waiting because the train is full. So that might need to be edited a small touch, but not radically. It's actually worked out okay for us. We have a lot of interchanges, so people can get on and off and move across lines however they please, as you saw from Terry in the last episode, deciding to hop on and off whenever he felt like it, and take very interesting routes to and from his place of work and his residence and things like that. So that was interesting, let's say. Interesting to watch. And then up at the terminus over here, we've actually got some people waiting, 19 people waiting. Which again, fairly interesting. I'm still not a fan of these tight corners, but there really isn't much I can do. That is almost realistic on the London Underground. There are very, very tight turns. Get a lot of wheel screech noises. I just want to see how many people get off at this stop. Pretty much all of them. There's a lot of people to be getting into this bus hub. You see they're all pouring out like ants. And a lot of them are actually walking up this way. There's a few coming down this way. Where does this one go? Sapphire line. Not many there. A lot of people going to Southwest Link. So they're actually heading south. They're getting off the metro here. They're getting on this bus, which I believe takes them down to... it's this line here. So it actually takes them to this point here. They might even get on another metro train if they don't get on a bus. So again, it is interesting to see how people flow around the city. And whilst I'm editing this video and uploading it, I will be doing a little bit of research on that, seeing where people go. As for this episode, guys, it is a very, very short one. And again, I do apologise for that. I will try and get my schedule back in order. It still hasn't quite settled down to the idea of me being back at uni. But it will do very, very shortly. So until then, all I can say is thank you very much for watching. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, be sure to click the subscribe button. If you have already subscribed to my channel, thank you guys for your continued support. Don't forget to leave a like if you enjoyed watching the video. And until next time, I will see you soon.